It's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing a new makeup tutorial, and this is using the e.l.f. Flawless Eyeshadow Quad in beautiful browns. So I did a really simple bronzy look, kind of perfect for the end of summer, I think. And this look is super easy, so I really hope you enjoy it. And if you do, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and watch in high definition. And without further ado, here comes the tutorial. So I'm using Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying and Pore Refining Primer. This is a great primer if you have big pores and oily skin. It's like a 2-in-1 primer, it takes care of both. And as always, I just pop on some Smashbox under eye primer. And this step is optional as always. So I wore this foundation out for my nephew's 18th birthday, and it looks so beautiful. So this is the Maybelline Luminescent Smooth foundation in the color 125. So I'm going to apply my first layer of this foundation with a brush, and then the second with a beauty blender. So I just used this kind of angled foundation brush from eBay to do a thin layer to start out with. So after that first initial layer, I go in with some more. And this time I blend it in with my beauty blender to add some more coverage. So I am going to use my fave concealer, which is the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Fair. And I am going to use this to highlight my face. But of course I start out with the under eye area. And then I go ahead and highlight the bottom of my chin and my cupid's bow and down the nose and of course the forehead. And I just blend that in with my beauty blender also. This concealer just blends out so beautifully, especially on top of this foundation. It looks amazing. So I'm going to set all of this concealer with my New York Color Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in translucent. So I just go in and set it. And I'm not trying to bake or anything. I'm not really into baking. I think it looks too cakey. So I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Sandstorm. So to make sure I stay matte as long as possible, I do add this mattifying powder. So I'm going to dig into my Too Faced, the little black book of bronzers for my bronzer and contour. So I'm going to use Milk Chocolate Soleil. And I'm just using this all over to bronze up my skin. Well, not all over, but like on the outside parts. On my skin tone right now, this is a really nice light bronzer. So I'm going to use the regular Chocolate Soleil up here to contour. And I'm using my Milani brush to carve out the cheekbones. And then I just blend upwards. And I just blend it out with my bronzing brush. And then of course I also contour my nose a little bit, as I do. And I just blend out my nose contour with my big powder brush. So I'm going to use this blush wardrobe from Too Faced. And I'm going to use the pink color called Justify My Love. And I'm just blending that onto the apple of my cheek. And I'm not blending it so much backwards. I'm just keeping it kind of on the apple of the cheek. But of course I'm still trying to blend it together with the bronzers. So I'm going to pick up my NYX Contour and Highlight palette. And I'm going to use a combination of these two colors underneath my eyes. And I'm applying this right in a triangle underneath my eyes, just to brighten. And finally for highlight, I'm going to use MAC Lightscapade. And I have been applying my highlighter only to like this part of my cheekbone, right here, so I don't take it all the way down to the apple. And then down the nose of course, and then a little bit just above the lips, just like how I always do it. So now I'm going to apply some of this Natural Collection Tinted Lip Balm, and this one is in the color Rishi Twist. I have no idea if that's actually how you pronounce it. I have never heard about that word before. And finally for my face, I'm going to use my City Color All Set Setting Spray. So instead of my usual Anastasia dip brow, I'm going to try out this Primark brow cream. And this color is light brown, even though it looks quite dark. This is pretty dark and it has like a red undertone. So it doesn't match my brow, like my hair color, very well. But it is really damn pigmented. But color wise, I was expecting something more like the tube instead of this. I also have a NYX kind of dip brow kind of thing that I still haven't tried yet. And I just tried out the Maybelline kind of brow pomade crayons. And I actually like them a lot. So I'm going to use my Brow Bar To Go by BHCosmetics to fill in the front. And this one is in the color Blonde to Brunette, and it's a little more warm toned than my e.l.f. brow kit, so that's why I'm using it. It goes well with this kind of more warm toned brow cream. So I'm just slowly but surely popping the lightest color right in the front. So now to set it and kind of tone down the color a little bit, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Plumber in blonde, I think. No, it's called light to medium. So I'm just running this through my brow hairs. So I'm going to add a little bit of this Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer on my eyelids. So this is going to prepare for eyeshadows. And then just to make sure my lid color really pops, I'm going to apply this Rimmel Scandalized eyeshadow stick in the color Bluffing. So I did also think about using Black Gold Bronze, but that's a little darker, so I didn't want the look to be too dark on the eyelid, so I'm going with this color. And I'm just going to pat that lightly out with my finger to blend out the edges. So now we're going to use the e.l.f. Beautiful Browns little quad. So I'm going to use the color called Lit on my crease. So I'm just applying this color right on the border of our base with a Urban Decay brush. So now I'm going to use the base color as my highlight. So I'm just applying that underneath the brow with a large concealer brush. And I'm also going to apply a bit of that in the inner corner. So now we are going to apply my favorite color, which is the bronze called Crease. And I'm just going to lightly pat that on the eyelid. And these eyeshadows are a little bit powdery, so you will get some fallout. So let's just sweep that away. And now I just go back in with my blending brush and I blend out the edges. And then I'm going to use the color called Lime in my outer corner. And I'm just adding a little bit of this right in here, just to make it a little bit smokier. So now I'm going to line my lower waterlines and my upper lash lines with this Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner. And this one is a shimmery brown, it's called Bybel. And I'm going to do one eye at a time because I'm going to smoke out this liner. So I'm just using some of this darkest color to smoke out the liner. And once the upper lash lines are done, I'm putting it in the lower waterlines. And I'm doing it quite thick so I can smudge it downwards. And I'm just smoking it out with the same eyeshadow that we used on the top. So to stay within the brown family, I'm going to use this Hard Candy Ginormous Lash Mascara in the color Mudslide. So it's a brown mascara. And I'm applying this to top and bottom lashes. So this is the look without false eyelashes. I am going to add these e.l.f. natural lashes in the color brown. So I'm just popping these on with a bit of Revlon eyelash glue. So here you guys can see what the lashes look like versus just mascara. So these lashes are very subtle, but that's the look I'm going for. So now I'm just sealing my real and my fake lashes together with a little bit more mascara. So I'm going to finish off my lips with something pink because I think pink and bronze just go so well together. So I'm going to use this Essence liquid lipstick in the color Party. So here is the finished look using the e.l.f. Flawless Eyeshadow Quad in beautiful browns. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. So take care and bye bye!